Hi guys. Oh my God. Okay, so let me like sort. I'm a little like kind of sounds like. So okay, guys. So wait, let me just make sure I have everything here. So hi guys. Oh my God. No, I have to say like it's not. It's such a weird feeling. It's not so. No, it's not that I'm worried about me. Okay, like I'm not worried about me myself. Like getting it in some ways. Like or maybe what it is. The feeling is like, I guess for me, guys, I have a pretty simple life, I think, but I love going to trader shows, as you noticed, right? I'm not, I don't need very fancy things or anything, but I love going to trader shows, which is in a way is like a fancy, fun thing, I guess. But when you go and you go to the place that you're used to going, okay, that is always there, and then suddenly it's not there, it's crazy. You know what I mean? When you think about it, it's kind of like something that does something to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I said, it's so, yeah, it's really, it's kind of like, it's crazy. Okay. I guess, I guess what I'm saying is that it's like, it hits you, it's not that you don't, because guys, I don't know if you noticed, okay. I don't know if you noticed on Wednesday when I kind of, it's not that I snapped when someone was saying something about the vaccine and I got mad, like, some, not vaccine, some medicine that they're claiming, the malaria medicine thing that doesn't work. I got mad at people because I had just read about how the things that was happening in the New York hospitals, and that's why I was like upset about it, because I was like, my thing is really to like to let people know that it's the best thing is to avoid it. Like, don't, try to avoid it. Try to avoid getting to a situation where you might need to go to the hospital. That's the thing. I think I'm okay, but you know what I mean, is you realize, like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this is a place, like, this is a, you know what I mean, this is, you know what I mean. So then, like, my mind immediately goes to like, hey, wait, am I gonna have food? Like, really, that was interesting, right? Because that's what I think. I was like, like I told you, I have enough food. And the funny thing, guys, was that I was like, oh, do I postponed going there. And I was like, oh, maybe I should go. I still have food, you know what I mean. It's not, I last for even more, like a week probably. Like, I don't eat that much anyway, but like, I was like, oh, maybe just like, let me just like, maybe I should go, whatever, like, just to check. And that's somehow I decided to call. I never would do that. But you know what it was? I called because they changed the hours until 7 p.m. Now it used to be 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. And now it's 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. or something. And I thought to myself, I wonder if I don't go today, are they going to be open on Saturday? Okay. So then I called, and which is interesting that I called. So then there was no answer. And then I looked up on the website, it said temporary closed. And then I thought, oh, maybe it's because there are enough people buying things. And that's when I did more research. And then it said, that's what I posted, that the Trader Joe's has closed locations because people were, and it mentioned my location. It said somebody was diagnosed, somebody, an employee was diagnosed with COVID-19. Okay. And that to me, is why it's scary. Now, Danelle, oh my God, Danelle, but you should. Okay, so hmm, relatively, yeah, but guys, but be careful. Oh my God, wow, guys, it's crazy. Okay, so wow, I think I have it too. Wow, but what is it, guys? Do you guys have the cuff? Do you have the cuff? The other thing that you have is you lose the sense of taste, the sense of smell. Do you have it? Do you feel it? Are you guys okay? Wow, guys, we just do it here. No. But do you guys have the cuff, the dry cuff, and the sensation of the chest, the tightness in the chest and the difficulty to breathe? Okay, body ache, tight chest. That's right. Wow. Guys, I have this thing that I do daily for people with COVID. I'm gonna put your names, okay? Donnell and AMC. Okay. AMC, please. I think you send me a message once, but if you could just send me your first name, the people in your family, okay? And also if you live with others, okay? Just think, you know what I mean? Doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt. No hurt, no hurt. So you know what I mean? So wow. No, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just, even if it is like, there's this little thing I do for a group, like I put names and it's relatively short, but it's like, wow. But it just doesn't hurt, doesn't want to get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it doesn't hurt, I guess. I mean, I tell you guys, one of the reasons why I got a little bit scared, I have to tell you, I think I told you maybe last time, is because I did a reading, I did both readings, and then I keep sending energy to these people who have it, okay, or think they have it and stuff. Some of them are confirmed they have it. And when I felt what it felt like, it was really scary to me, to be honest. This is why you do not want to get to the situation, because this is why, guys, it showed me that the lungs don't, I told you, maybe I'm repeating, I don't want to scare you, but this is the thing. When people get to the point where if they have pneumonia, the lung doesn't have the strength, to breathe. It's very scary. Okay, that's why they need ventilators. They need the pressure. They need artificial pressure to pump oxygen. And this is the other thing, guys. I've been giving so many information. Also, for example, if you have kidney problems, if you have certain there's issues that make it worse. If you have therefore, for example, if you have diabetes and stuff. Okay. Oh my God. Wait, what? Wait, your niece has it, Jade? Your niece has it? Oh my God. Wow. So no, no, okay, okay, good, good. Okay, so yeah, no, no, it should be okay. It should be okay. Wow. Mm, okay. Mm, interesting, interesting. So yeah, guys, it's crazy, okay. And so I was making the math. This is why. So one Wednesday, my God, I was like, when I read the news about New York, I was like, wow, it's scary out there. So I was making masks, and finally I finished a couple masks. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, whatever. So then I finished them. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. And then let me show you. I have masks. I have masks. I'm gonna put it on. Let's see if I can talk with the mask. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Number one. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see. Oh my God. Can you hear it? Can you hear me? Because I was like, guys, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad because I was gonna go to Trader Joe's, and then I'm wearing. I was like, I'm gonna make a video. I guess not. I guess not. So that's number one. Okay. Okay, and this is mask number one. Okay. I have to, because I washed it after I made it, and now I have to. That's why it's a little wrinkled. Okay. So let's see. I have another one. Okay, this one. Okay. So this one is the second one. Okay. This is nice because I've been okay. So I decided to make them. I told you guys. But first I have to like figure out the pattern. The interesting thing about it. Okay. the interesting thing about it is that it's about the fit. You have to check that it fits, and that's interesting, because you have to make some changes, to see. So it's actually kind of hot, which is weird. Okay, so and then I made this one is not ready yet. I like it. I have to finish. I like the I want to go out with the one with the animal print. Okay, so okay, so so yeah, it protects. You know what I mean? This one protects. Okay, so oof, this one I like. I like the. Oh my god, it's hot. Okay, so is it line? Yeah. So guys, they have 3 layers. They have 3 layers of them. Okay, I put 3 layers of fabric. Oh my god, already lipstick inside. Very nice. And makeup. You see the brown stuff. Okay, so yeah, this is cotton. This is silk. Two things of silk and 2 things of cotton. This one and this one, which was this one has 2 layers of like a knit fabric, stretchy kind of fabric, and another. And the top layer here is cotton. Okay, so it should be, that's the thing. And now this one is interesting because I think it's some sort of like it's honestly a synthetic type fabric. It is a viscose, okay, technically, but I put, there's a quilting fabric called the thing you call is it basting? The thing that you put in the middle of the quilt. You know what I mean? Like a thick cotton, like a raw cotton. So I put it in the middle because I think it's best that you wear something thick, okay? But I don't know that baby diapers are too, you should be woven fabric, okay? Honestly, it should be tightly woven. There should not be spaces between. You have to put something between to not let it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's why. And then you have to, I use a ribbon to like, to like, do the finish. Anyway, so that's the story. Yeah. So interesting. Interesting. Sorry. Sorry, kind of the air because I drink bubble water. So anyway, so that's it, guys. And one day, when I have more masks done, I will do a workshop for masks, different ideas. Because now I got excited about it. Because I have a bag of clothes that I was going to give away. I have not worn. It's like a long story. And so instead of giving it away to Goodwill, I'm going to recycling. Okay, to make these masks. Okay, it's just cool. Wow, 100,000. Yeah, only 100,000. Only 100,000. Yeah. So, oh my God. Yeah. So, oh my God. So, can you believe it, guys? Crazy. So, anyway, so yeah. So that's the story. Okay. Sorry. Can you believe it's legit? It's happening. Can you believe this is happening? It's crazy. Wow. So, okay. So anyway, so that's my story. That's the story of us here. Um, okay, I'm gonna add your guys' names to the thing. Okay. So, and the other thing, so let's talk about just a review also, guys. I was kind of shaken up on Wednesday. I don't know if you watched the Wednesday thing because, and I'm still processing. I was like, oh, should I make it some of it public? Because, guys, let me just review what I said on Wednesday and then continue on, okay? Which is that I saw that it would be like a humanitarian crisis in the US, okay? As like it's going to be like in the newspapers all over the world that it would be a humanitarian crisis. And the story of the military being here, how I always saw the military or whatever, okay? And then it's already here because they're building the hospitals. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is it. Okay. So yeah. No, Audrey's saying overlay the outside of vinyl. But the problem is, so yeah, this is because the thing though, they say it has to be washable. That's the problem. I guess vinyl you could wash it, but leather you can't wash it because you really have to. As soon as I finish it, I wash it, and I want to have a stock long enough, like 7 days or whatever. You need to have a stock long enough that as soon as you wear it, you throw it in the wash. You should wash it by hand, okay? With a whatever. You should just wash it immediately when you come home. I would, okay. So I should have more, and that's the problem with leather, okay. So you know what I mean. So so that anyway, guys, is TMI. No, it's not TMI. It's interesting conversation, right? Interesting. So anyway, so So that's the story. Now, anyway, so going back to the thing that I saw on Wednesday, so I was a little scared, to be honest, because I was like, wow, it's crazy, you know, seeing these things. Like there's a humanitarian crisis in the, yeah, I have felt, it's true that felt, it is they say that, I was reading about it, they say that non-woven, felt is non-woven. But the problem with felt is like, I think, guys, honestly, the thing that the basting fabric, the cotton fabric for basting, you know, this is like this, okay, is a very thick, it's almost like felt, but it's 100% cotton, it's raw cotton. I think it's better. Felt is very, you know, it's plastic basically, okay? So, you know what I mean? So it should be, I think, should be multiple layers, and it should not be very, honestly, I don't think it should be very thin fabric. And if it's thin fabric, it should have something, a backing, okay? There should be a backing, and it should be able, the other thing, you should be able to wash it very hot water. Honestly, you should prepare that it should be, you know, the washing for hot water if you can, okay? Well, not here. The felt that we buy here is not wool, it's plastic. It's made out of plastic bottles. You know, there's wool felt. I know the one, okay? I know the one, the wool felts, but it's not, this is not the one. This is like for crafts. So, you know, the one she's talking about, okay? Um, but the one that you buy in the craft store is plastic, basically. It's at least polyester, but sometimes it's even literally made out of plastic bottles. I read about it, okay? So, oh, poly, yeah. Yeah, well, that's, yeah. So it's just multiple layer, guys. Like I said, whichever, whatever it is that you have, you should, you know, like I said, recycling clothes, or even jackets. Like, I just don't want to have something. It has to be a good balance. It has to fit you. That's the thing. You have to make sure it fits you, and that it goes around your, you know. Hi, guys. Okay, so, okay, so that's the story. All right, so, oh my god, so, oh my god, now I'm paranoid. I see that my eyes are a little bit red, and I was like, oh, I have an infection. That's okay. So, so, you know, so anyway, so okay, so now let me get started. So anyway, so just going back to what I was saying, that I saw that there's going to be this I don't want to say calamity, but it's a like a national disaster kind of situation, okay, with this coronavirus. There's going to be people coming to the country, other doctors from other countries, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be very, very serious. And that's why when I saw this stuff happening to the Trader Joe's, okay, when I saw like when I saw the thing about the Trader Joe's, I was like, wow, it's happening. That's what it is. That's the other thing, guys, because I see, I know how how it feels in the body. Then I could see, you know, right? Like, it could be, you know what I mean? Like, it could be, yeah, that's interesting. There's a vacuum bag. Exactly. I was looking into these things, guys, into the vacuum cleaner bags, you know, even coffee filter. You know, like in Brazil, they use a paper coffee filter. I don't know if it's kind of hard to find. I was thinking even those things. But anyway, just like, it's whatever works. It should be kind of thick. There should be some sort of like third layer that prevents particles from coming through. Okay. Okay. So that's just that. Okay. But anyway, so just going back here. So that's why I got scared. Kind of scared. I was like, wow, it's here. It's happening. Because then, guys, this is why I wanted to ask. I know it sounds like crazy. Okay. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but no. I mean, I guess no, you can't hand sew. You can't hand sew anything, but it's gonna take longer. Okay. Or not, you know, maybe not, maybe it won't take that long. Yes, you can hand sew them. It doesn't, you know, just, I know for me, the problem is like, you look at this, there's all these like ribbon things. I guess, you know, it is for the finishing. I guess I'm very kind of like perfectionist. Okay. So, but it's just more like, it depends on the type of finishing you want and how it should fit. Okay. Sometimes actually this type, when you do some more delicate work, hand sewing can be better, but it depends. It depends on how much, you know, because sometimes the problem with these things is that you have to do a trial. So you're going to have to do it several times until you kind of get the one that you like, or do the thing the right way. That's why. Okay. But I'm sure, yeah, you could do this. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jane. So anyway, so as I was saying, I'm sorry, guys. And then, you know, let me pop off this thing, because I guess I'm already kind of, I don't want to get distracted. I want to make sure I cover the thing that I was going to say. Okay. So as I was saying, the thing about that happened at Trader Joe's, that they closed, made me worried, because it reminded me of the thing that I saw on Wednesday, which is that there's going to be an emergency, state of emergency, the entire country. There's going to be doctors all over the world coming here, and a very serious situation in the country. Okay. So, but I don't mean to scare anybody. That's what I saw. It's just what I saw. And it goes with the prediction, quote unquote, that I saw before about the military. Remember how, like, I'm just doing a recap of Wednesday anyways, that the thing about the military, that I had seen the military and the thing with Trump. And I think it makes sense, because now the military is already here, and they are building hospitals, and they are already like kind of taking over, not taking over the country, but they are definitely taking over the work of like helping us. Okay. So this is true. This is true. Okay. So in light of that, when I saw like, this is what I want to ask, guys. I know I don't want, as you know, I'm not a fear monger or anything, but I want to know, for example, I was just thinking now, Trader Joe's. Okay, so let's so they're gonna it takes 3 days. They close for 3 days, then they reopen. So who is to say if a person was infected there, why is the next employee not going to be infected? Like, who is to say it's not going to close the next day that it opens? You know what I'm saying? So I just like to know is if it's the case where something spreads so much like this, what should we do in terms of supermarkets? Is it safe if it's, you know what I mean? Like I know I'm gonna go protected, and it should be okay. But at the same time, is it then, should we then plan to have a lot more food? I mean, I just, like I was saying, guys, I don't eat that much, and I already have food, but I was like, wow, it's kind of crazy. I kind of almost like don't want to leave my house, and I know some people have suggested delivery, but delivery is not as good. I don't know explain it, because I like to go at once and buy a lot of things and then not go for a while. I'm not the type of person who's like, oh, I just need this, and because if you ask for the guy to deliver a lot of things, it's like I feel bad even if I give a huge tip, which I do, but I don't know explain it. I don't know. So it's just like I don't know explain. Okay. So this is what I was saying. Like, also, I don't have room. I don't have I don't have a big freezer or anything like that for 3 months. But I think I just don't want to go out, guys, almost for 3 weeks if I can. That's why. Okay, so that's my question. That's my question. So I'd like to know. Okay, so what is for all of us? Let me just ask about the tri-state area, because here, New York, and for those of you who are in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, okay, what is the best attitude? Like, how should you do this thing? Okay, the food situation. Okay. So like that's for protection. Beautiful. Huh. Got my on top of my head. Huh. As I breathe in, I feel my lungs. As I breathe out, I step into it. Okay, so first about Torre del Zoo, so the one I like. So there was a person infected there. So first of all, how the person that has COVID there, what, and then this is not, obviously, I love Trader Joe's. I'm not saying they should have done anything differently, but have they infected their colleagues? What is, how does that impact the store? And if they clean up everything, which I'm sure they're doing, is it safe to go in there? Okay, so what is the, when we go to the when I go to the supermarket, what is the best way, even if it's not one person who works there, somebody in there, how can I make sure that I don't get infected? Or okay, so yeah, okay, so before, I just want to answer this question about the card. Okay, there's no reason for me. I'm not gonna use like fantastic on the cards, or bleach on. There's no reason. I keep them in a bat. There's no reason my cards are not dirty. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna. Oh, you guys talk. I thought you would talk about tarot cards. Or you talk about credit cards, I guess. Okay, what are you talking about? You know what? That's like okay. Let me just focus. Okay, if this is like too off topic, today is a difficult day. I'm not gonna get into like different. I have to pay attention. What I was gonna say. Okay, what I was gonna say about Trader Joe's is that the person that got sick, it could have been somebody. I saw him working at the cat. It's a man. Okay, I saw him working at the cashier for a little bit, and then he may have been restocking. So it showed that this is like a friendly guy, and the people that it's like they're wearing the cashier behind him and maybe in front he was like touching, like kind of like I don't know, high-fiving something. I feel like he was friendly. The person behind him may have caught something because they were interacting a lot. Okay, but other than that, I don't feel like it's a very big deal. Okay, honestly, I don't feel like it does not tell me that it's a huge thing, but it is saying that he also restocked things. So then, for example, I think he was touching like cereal boxes, like because, for example, and I don't know, guys, I haven't noticed if they have gloves when they are like restocking like cereal boxes, for example, right? So I saw that he like touched some cereal boxes. So then it said, but it doesn't live for very long on the cereal box. And the other thing is said that if anything, when you come home and you unpack the things, first of all, it's almost saying like avoid apples, stuff that you're gonna eat, like, you know what I mean? Things like apples or like pear, stuff like the skin, you know what I mean, that people touch and you put the thing in your mouth immediately, like that. Okay. Unless you definitely have to make an effort, put vinegar around, stuff like that to clean it. Okay. And by the way, let me ask you, does vinegar clean? Let me just double check that it cleans. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. But you have to put it a little bit, for a little bit on like a solution of the same, the stuff that cleans salad dressing, salad, the lettuce cleaner situation. Okay. So anyway, so that's that. And then it said, yeah, it's like saying that, and then, okay, this is what I was going to say. So when you come in from the, like, let's say you go get groceries. Okay. You take take whatever needs to be washed and wash it. Part one. Part two is, if just in case, put like, because what I do, guys, and this maybe a mistake, but it's just saying, this is super hyper careful. Okay. It's not, it's like, even like, for example, even canned goods and stuff like that, don't necessarily put it in a cupboard, or the whatever you put the other food, like stored food. You could just put it aside near the entrance of the door of your house, so that you don't mix the stuff that's in your house with the new stuff. And in front, like at the near the entrance, that's when you clean it with like wash, with, because it's saying even like a pasta package, or tomato sauce, whatever, like stuff, you know what I mean? So if somebody touched it, I'm not saying, this is like extreme measures. Okay. But it's saying clean it outside, and then after it's cleaned, then you can put it back. Don't put it back, like don't put it in a place where you're gonna eat or whatever you call it. Okay. So okay. So I know, so that's what it's saying. But it's like, okay, so is anybody, but the guys, this is what is difficult about these rules of the 6 feet, because I don't know if you're familiar with Trader Joe's, and I think a lot of grocery stores, it's, you don't even have the room. Like, I know, I'm just thinking of, there's another market that is more like a traditional supermarket near me, that's not like a Trader Joe's. You don't even have the room to be, it's because, we have the cashier, and then you have this like little corridor that you walk through. That's not 6 feet. That's like what? That's 1 foot. I don't know how far you are. It's very hard to be far away from the person. Okay. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I think is difficult about it. Okay. Is that you can't really, in some instances, like going to the supermarket, you can't really be 6 feet away from people. You can't. I don't think, honestly, technically speaking, you can't. That's just like, you can't be. Okay. So okay, okay. So for example, in that situation, like what I have, even if a person behind me is 6 feet away from me, I'm not going to be 6 feet away from the cashier. So the person who is the cashier is actually going to interact a lot more than others. Okay. So then next. So what happens in the situations? How can we make sure? Wear the mask, and the person, okay, so, but what if the person's not wearing a mask? Don't stay, like, notice where her mouth is and stay away from it. Like, just don't be in the range of the area. And okay, and make sure you wear gloves for whatever you touch, because it's saying that It's just like, you know what I mean? That's what it is, okay? Trader Joe's is complicated because it has a sort of casual thing. I don't even know how that's going to work, guys, because the problem is there's not even 6 feet distance between each cashier. You know what I mean? They can't be from each other, even they can't be that far. Okay, you know what I mean? So, okay, so in terms of, and just quick question, in terms of food supply, like in terms of like, for example, if Trader Joe opens one day, the next day the person's sick, how are we gonna have enough? What is the best way to buy food, okay? What is the best way to buy food then? Okay. They're like, it's gonna be okay. Just buy a bit more than usual. It's like saying, get whatever stuff a little bit more than usual. If it gets worse, where is it gonna be in the air? What the hell? No, because it's saying this is not in the air. So the area we're in is not how it's like public transportation, Ubers, like places, closed spaces where people gather. That's right. So if you go somewhere, make sure you leave. Don't hang, I mean, not that I would hang out at like CVS or something, but it's like if you go, just go quickly and leave and wash the stuff. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Oh, and guys, I just want to say now that I'm thinking about the credit card, I think you could talk about credit cards. Okay. You know what I think would be good? I actually happen to have this in my house. Do you know glass cleaners? I have these like wipes that are kind of alcohol a little bit. If you use these wipes or like whatever you use to clean eyeglasses, I think it will be good. If you actually, mine has a little bit of alcohol. That's why I think something like that is not too acidic that's going to burn the plastic. You know what I mean? So something that cleans the computers or something like that, I think it would be okay. Although I have, guys, unfortunately, I haven't even been able to find alcohol here. Okay, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Yeah, so you guys are saying that they're putting plexiglass barriers. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Okay, but then I haven't been to many grocery stores. Thank God. Okay, so okay, so okay, so okay, so having seen, okay, considering, guys, now I'm like paranoid. I was like, oh, do I have something? I think it's just my back. It's not. I don't have something in my lung though. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't think so. So anyways, so okay, another thing. Given what I've seen, what is the best way, what should I expect? What should I tell people? Okay, like seriously, guys, because like I said, for me, seeing these things, um it's really like it's difficult sometimes, not because like it's not because of me, but because of almost like having the burden of seeing, okay? Really, it's like that's what it feels like. I see this, then I don't know. So what should I tell people? How should we prepare for it, if anything? Okay. Okay, so okay. Calm down. Yes, be home. Be home. It's like a storm that will pass. It's like, think about it. It's like, imagine if you had like a hurricane or something. You should be home because it's more dangerous. Okay. It's not, doesn't mean something's going to happen to you, but okay. So, okay. So, okay. So, okay. So, okay. 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 Okay, guys. So do you have any more questions about day-to-day life? Okay. I don't know if you have questions about day-to-day life. Um, okay. Okay. Oh, quick question that just going back to, so like, for example, I saw that Trader Joe's, this will be probably true of all kinds of supermarkets all over the country. When people who work at supermarkets get sick and they have to close it down, when it's open, should I buy everything? Like whatever, not everything, buy a lot of things, or is it going to happen a lot? Because that's what I'm saying, guys. Now we're going to have a second problem where it's like not really, but yeah, buy more than usual. Just saying, okay, it's not going to be that, it's not a huge problem. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the last time I went, they had exactly there was a number of people. It was pretty empty. There was a line outside exactly for that reason. They were keeping people at a distance. But still, that's what I'm saying. But the problem is that if a person is sick who works there, again, it's gonna keep closing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna keep closing, okay? So, okay, for those of you, okay, Danelle had an interesting question, an important question. Does water help? Okay, so what helps for someone? I have to say, guys, okay, um, Danelle, I just wanted to say, maybe I'll publish it. I got a letter from someone who has it, and I'm sending her treatments or whatever. Okay, and so she said that the doctor told her drink a lot of water, not just water, but fluids. You should drink broth and also Propel. Okay. So, okay. So, no, but I think I don't know, guys, seriously, this is, it's very important because especially a lot of women are, not a women, but a lot of people I've talked to, they have diarrhea also. So, so you should drink water. You should absolutely drink a lot of water because also if people with fever, they also need to drink water. Generally speaking, colds, if you have all those things, you should drink water, Propel, and broth, because this is the other thing. When you lose water for whatever reason, electrolytes, you lose also electrolytes. So you have to make sure that your electrolytes balance is okay. Okay. So it's saying, guys, the other thing I got, I know to be like, I feel like this is like a weird conversation or heavy. Where's my thing? I got it the other day where I already lost it. Oh my god. I got not a nebulizer, a vaporizer. It's kind of good, but I use it, I realize it's kind of interesting experiment. Let me show you a sec. It looks like a water cooler. It's kind of weird, okay? So let me show you this. I don't know if you see it. Okay, so this is the front. It looks like a water, the ice is like a place where you put ice. That's what it looks like. So, so, so anyways, does it have battery? I don't know if it's, I don't even know. I don't think it does. Yeah, I ran out of battery. Is that right? Oh, yeah, I don't think I have the battery. Oh no, here. Can you see it? Oh, I moved and now it's acting up. So, woo. So it's, hello, can you see me? Hello? Are you there? Can you see the smoke? Do you see it? It's like a party. There's a smoke. So, 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 hello. This is Rose, Psych Investigator. I'm here with Spirit, speaking Spirit. So, 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 so anyway, so so guys, this is interesting. No, I tell you why, my story. So I tried, this is, don't, okay, first of all, if you use water, I recommend that you only use the purified distilled water. That's the safe stuff. But this is what I put oils, different oils for smells, but I try a salt. Interesting. So I put some salt in it as well, and this is the interesting thing. Okay, so I realized I had this next to it, I had like a little bottle of something, and I noticed the same day, a few hours later, there was like a very, very, very thin white film, and that was the salt. So in other words, so you could put the rock salt in those things. This is not hot, okay? This is cold. So whatever mist comes out of it, it actually has salt in it. So I was like, because I woke up today, guys, and I realized, this is what I'm realizing now after I started these salt things, that I have no I usually in the morning my nose is a little bit stuck, it's a little bit of congestion, tiny bit, and now it doesn't have anything. So just so you know, this is also, I think, I'm not saying, guys, because it's not like I'm like, nobody pays me to say these things. I don't get paid for. I'm not saying you should buy, no, but I'm just saying the range, because I was like, that's another thing that I want to do, is like this, because since I had the first image I saw was a salt inhalation, I thought it was like this, inhale like this, but this is another form of inhalation. So if you have eucalyptus oil, put something that is going to help you breathe more. Has a, you know what I mean? It's helpful for inhalation. Okay. You know what I mean? So well, I'm not using distilled water right now, but I think if you plan to use it for the salt, to breathe in the salt, I think you should use distilled water. It's safer, okay? You know what I mean? But this is not, it's like, it's a occasional thing, okay? Again, yeah, that's right. So this is it, guys. This is like cost, I think it was $29 on Amazon or something. So I'm not saying, like I said, it's not, but it's just like, I feel like I have an arsenal of things, you know what I mean, to help or whatever. Just, I'm like, whatever, it doesn't hurt. It smells good. I put the, you know, I put, what was it I put? I put it's wood something. There was a wood, I forgot the oil that it is wood, something wood. Not sandalwood, it's another, was it cedar wood and rosemary. Then becomes more like perfume than anything. Cedar wood, rosemary. Like it, like it. So So, okay, so this is so another thing, guys. Like I was saying, this helps if you have. It's another way. I think if I caught it, okay, if I were like one of you that I had this thing, I would put like seriously eucalyptus in this thing. I would put a little bit of salt, and I would also, I would just be constantly on salt, the salt situation. You know what I mean? Seriously, because I think you need to help. Oh, look, Jeff, you have noticed a nebulizer in saline solution. My breathing. That's why it's saline solution. Breathing is so much clearer. Exactly. So guys, I'm serious about this. I'm like converted with the thing. Okay. So I would try, because when you go, when people go to the, I'm not saying go to the hospital obviously, but have you noticed the people that go to the hospital, the first stage is a vaporizer, an actual vaporizer, a real one, not this, the thing. So this is like basic. You could do it at home. No, I don't need a hospital. I breathe in, I breathe this, I breathe the air. You know what I mean? So that's what I think is just try to help yourself, especially if you live in an area that's cold and you have a heat on. I have a feeling that the heat that dry, everything gets dry. It should not be dry. Okay. Vicks, but isn't the Vaporub okay? Would Vic Vapor no? They like it open. It's saying it opens up, but it doesn't. It's saying the Vic Vaporub does not have a. It doesn't have the, how to say, it's not harmful to the organism, the Vic Vaporub. It's something that opens up your passages, but it doesn't help with like cleansing out the thing. Okay. Oh, eucalyptus, that's right. Okay, so this is the story. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so so what else? Okay, what else, guys? What else? Any other questions about this? Okay, so Donnell. Okay, so let's say Donnell, she feels she has it, but it's saying, Donnell, how, because but it's kind of saying, you said you haven't left your house. Can you put salt? This is like depends on your humidifier, guys. This is not fancy, okay? This is part of the. I know those humidifiers are kind of expensive, okay? The ones, this is $30, is not huge, but when it goes more than $30, I think it's kind of expensive. So you have to try, okay? You have to try yourself. Some of them can get clogged, okay? You have to try. I don't know. Depends on your humidifier. I use rock salt, yes, but I guess you could use, if you put in the water, okay, you could put the other thing, okay. So okay. So then, okay, more guys. Sorry, go ahead. Let's make the information. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, I saw the thing that the humanitarian crisis in the U.S. How can we prepare for this if this is a humanitarian crisis? Make sure you have the gloves. Make sure you have the mask. And if you don't have the mask, get it from a friend. Figure out where you can get it. Okay. And so guys, okay, when I get mine done, when I finish, when I get more done, okay, um when I get more done, um yeah, but I think, guys, honestly, I think it's the same, like get those like rock salt, okay, because Epsom salt is more for baths, okay. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't know if it's, I don't know. This is, you can look up online, for what kind of salt. I think it's okay, so I'm just see here. Okay, so how can we prepare for it if this is true? Have enough food, have the masks. Okay, make sure now, until they say okay, make sure you go out with masks and have this habit of cleaning after, okay, like when you come home. Okay, should be okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, okay, so for example, I just have a question. Going for walks, like in New York, for example, they say you can go for walks, but I myself am hesitant to do that because I feel like you're just going to increase the chances, or is it paranoia? What happens if you go for a walk? What are the chances by yourself? If you don't interact with people, go for a walk, what happens? It's funny, it's telling me here, like, just don't touch anything. Don't touch the metal, like parks sometimes have the metal thing. Make sure you stay away from, not only from people, but don't sit down on benches where people, like, just be careful that you don't sit somewhere, okay? Oh, damn. Rebecca knows the one. Damn. That's crazy. She has it. She knows. Damn. This is like she has visual search. Visual search. So anyway, so okay, so okay, so then so okay, let's say that also Danielle is telling me, okay, I don't know how your situation is, okay? I don't know what your situation is. Okay, I think you probably are doing this. Open the window. It's saying, I saw this is, guys, all the visions that when I ask about it, it tells me very much the same thing. It's interesting. I don't know exactly why, but it's saying, make sure you open the window. Something about, especially if you live in a house where everybody else appears from your description, right? They are sick. It's like you have to keep a lot of, if you, I know maybe I don't know how cold it is over there, but try to open the window because it's saying it can live longer in closed environments. Okay. So okay, but in the case of Donnell, like let's assume, let's say that the people in her house are sick, or maybe they're all have it, but they have low symptoms. How can they? How can they? How can they like protect, like clean their house, like not clean, you know what I mean, but kind of like, is it, how is this going to leave? How is the virus going to leave her house if she has it? Okay, how? Yeah, it's if they have it, it's still it's in the environment, so you want to make sure that you have clean air to make their numbers smaller. Okay. And it is saying like some oils, it's saying some oils kind of kill it around you, so those things are good. It's also saying that those things are good those things are good here. It's saying that around you, it's saying that around the person's environment is where it would be like, because that's said it comes from the mouth, stuff like that. So have something that cleans I don't know, what is some sort of mist, something that would clean the environment, because it's saying it's like is there an effect, like, okay, so if a person's sick and this thing is in their environment, does it make a difference? No, because they're already infected. Okay. Yeah. It's also interesting, guys. Those that I get is quite interesting here. It's saying, okay, it's saying here too that it's in a way, think of it. Okay, for example, it's telling me here something interesting that it's like dust. It's basically a tiny form of dust. This is what's hard about it. You know how, for example, dust accumulates. It's not as if when you're walking around, you could see the dust falling. You only see the cluster. And it's saying, sounds kind of scary, but it's saying like, that it falls, but it's a micro thing. But it's saying that even it's kind of scary. It's saying that even your vacuum cleaner could have it, okay, because it will pick up the particles that fall. I'm not saying, this is like too much, too anal, but it's just saying, like, you know what I mean? It could even get into those tiny bags of these things, because if you do a lot of, like, it stays. It's sort of like a tiny dust particle. That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. It's like a tiny, tiny dust. It's so small, nobody can see it, obviously, but okay. So, okay. So guys, okay, am I talking too much? Am I not even talking? Okay, so let me go back. Go back here to, so how do we prepare? Just make sure you wear the clothes. That has to become the habit. Come home, wash your hands, put the gloves. Don't bring the gloves into the house. Don't bring the mask into the house. Have a little, like a bag where you put them away. Even if you're going to wash it in the washing machine, leave it somewhere else so you can clean it, or clean it, something like that. Okay, separate the stuff from the outside to the inside. Okay, so okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so this is why. Okay, so then you can go through it. Okay, so yeah, there's disruptions to, like, supply chains, because when people get infected, there's less people working in certain things, so sometimes things stop. So that's why, just be patient. be patient and care for others. And I was gonna say, guys, if you, when I have more masks, I'll organize something to maybe try to send it to you guys. Okay, if you, okay, something like that. I'll figure it out. Okay, figure it out. If you don't have a mask, but you should have, it's not right. Okay, we'll talk about it another time. But anyway, okay, so then now, okay, so I'm also getting something for Donnell. Okay, so just one quick question. This is kind of an interesting question I'm getting here. I see her breathing. This is what I'm trying to understand. Okay, um is it because I see her trying to do breathe? It's okay, for example, let's say the person was infected with coronavirus theoretically. um is it because I see them trying to, it does trying to breathe it deeper, does it help or does it not help, or does it do nothing? Okay, I'm just seeing here like seeing the breathe in, breathe out. Okay, does it help, or how, if it helps, how does it help or not, or it does do nothing? It's saying you use a, it's like a, use the salt inhaler, some sort of inhaler to help clear out. Interesting, because like when you breathe out, it's saying not even breathing in, is breathing out, that might help with like the, kind of clean, some sort of hygiene. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so how, to come it out, it's come out, come out. Okay, is it bad or is it good, or does it matter to open the lung? Does it open the lungs really or not, or it doesn't matter? It's saying no, use it's a salt, some sort of inhaler. It doesn't have to be like the dust, the misty one, but use the one of some sort of inhaler to clear this, the to open it a bit more. Yes, it's saying it's helpful. It could be helpful. It could be helpful. Oh, interesting, because it's saying sometimes when with the things they're telling me, the things you saw before with the, when the lung has no, almost like no will to breathe it, to like do the movement of breathing. um it's not that it, saying that, is it prevented? It's saying that you want to make sure that you control your breathing, that you have like, have a connection to your own breathing. Okay, there's have yoga exercises for breathing. It is helpful. It's saying because it takes away the shock. Okay, the shock. Okay, it takes away the shock of it, because guys, when I do a lot of the medical readings, okay, I deal with that a lot, the shock of how do you call it? There's a shock in the automatic nervous system when you have a, and this is exactly, they even call it, it could be the shock of the white blood cells. Okay, 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 so you know what I mean, so it's saying that you have to move the body away from the shock, that it helps, and then it's like it goes into this thing, this spiral to survive. But if you can unshock it, quote unquote, not that it's easy, but it just helps, it helps in general. Okay, I'm not, this is just one of the ideas here. Okay, just throwing things. Okay, not throwing, but you know what I mean. Like it's just in general, the situation that being what it is, what could help? This could help. Okay, okay, okay. So okay, okay. So this is good, guys. I just want to, because I feel like it's part of what I'm doing here is to help people, guys who need, especially, you know, yeah. I mean, I'm not a okay. Interesting. So okay, I'm not a cannabis. I don't like any kinds of. I don't do cannabis, but it's interesting. I'm curious. Is the cannabis helpful? Is it helpful for breathing? And for example, is exercise? No, I think it's like a neutral. It's saying it's more like a mood thing. Okay, and it's kind of like cigarettes. The way it's smoking in general is not good. Okay, just whatever you smoke is saying is the smoke situation is not so necessarily a good thing. Okay. Okay, but then okay, so what else? What else? But it's not, it's not like, it's just kind of like a neutral thing. Okay, so for example, if people are sick, let's say theoretically, should they exercise? Is it good for them to exercise or not? Or should they not exercise? Is it help? Okay. It's a depends on, be careful. It's a, there's two stages. You want to, of course, if you feel fever, you should not exercise, it's saying, because the problem is that, as you know, pneumonia means being able to take in a lot less oxygen. So you don't want to, and your body's going to tell you right away that when you can't exercise because of low oxygen. Okay, so if you feel the level of tiredness and chills and those more serious symptoms, don't, just don't, because, and you won't be able to even if you try. But if not, then but don't push yourself if you feel sick. Okay, you know. No, guys. Okay, so Scott. Okay, guys. Is it okay if I do this? Is like totally medical thing. Okay, but then I'm gonna go to the news soon. But let's just finish it. Okay. So the Scott. Okay, so I have to write. Oh my God, I have so many things to write. I don't write. I've been writing about it. So I was looking up the information about why smoking is bad for this, especially because there's two types of cells in the lungs. One of them is sort of like a tiny little hair in the lung. Okay, so this tiny little hair in the lung is the thing that pushes away any impurities. But what happens with long-term smoking, and this is not, this is not a moral judgment, I'm just saying what I read, okay, is that it kills these cells. Over time, it kills these cells. The cells that exist to push away the dirt and the extra things, okay? So that's the problem. That explain. I was reading this when I was doing more research about the salt. Different kind, it was like medical papers about salt, some sort of inhalation. They were explaining that inhalation of salt, it increases the speed of these tiny cells, the tiny hair cells that push away dirt. They get faster. And when you have the smoke, you kill these cells. So you have less of them. Therefore, you have less cells to clear away the dirt. Exactly, Teresa. Cilia cells. Exactly. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Teresa, thank you. Cilia. That's right. Cilia. Oh my God. No, but this is seriously like, but I'm just saying, Scott, it's just to understand. I'm not saying it's not judgment. It's just to understand why smoking in this particular situation. That's why what it does. Okay. So it's interesting because in Portuguese, the lashes are called cílio. Interesting. I find that interesting. So anyway, so that's it. Just to explain, why. Okay. So, so you have less cilia cells, cilia. So okay. So I believe, and I saw, guys, the thing, it attacks right underneath, and what's so interesting, and then seriously I will move on. The part of the lung, so interesting is that the tissue of the lung that it attacks is just like skin. It has the same qualities of skin, and that's why I told you before. I see the bubble. You know how when you wear shoes that are too tight, you get the whatever the thing that has water in it. I forgot what it's called. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm talking about? Like, what is the name of it in Portuguese? Bolha. What is it called? I forgot. When you got shoes that, what is the name of the thing that has a little bit of water in it? I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about? So it's the same. If you think of it as skin, is it blister? That's right. So you get, imagine, like, this is why it's so bad. It's like tiny blisters in the lung. That's what it called. And then it pops. Isn't that horrible? And then it creates, you know what I mean? It's very terrible. This is the thing. It fills with little things in the lung. Okay. Tiny blisters in the lung. Okay. It's awful. You know what I mean? So that's why. And then when it pops, because it pops, and then the system's gonna go attack them. The problem with these viruses, it goes inside your own cell to live. It's almost like, it is not technically a parasite, but it lives like a parasite. It only lives when it goes into your cell, and then when the body starts to attack it, it has to pop the skin, and it pops the skin, and you get, you know what I mean? It's a serious situation over there. Serious. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to scare you, but that's what I see. That's why I'm like weirded out by the situation. That's why we want to avoid that situation from happening. You know what I mean? So, okay. So let's move on to a very attractive situation. Okay. So guys, now let's get real. So I got plenty of information about it. So USA versus China. This is what I'm curious about, guys. Are we going to have in terms of proportion, how much more, this is, I don't need a specific number, but how much more coronavirus are we going to have than China? We already have more numbers than China, but proportionally, how much more is it going to be? Saying 17 times. I don't know. How many they had? 80,000? 800, more than a million then, I guess. crazy. Okay. I don't know, guys. That's just like it's gonna be, but there, in terms of like, what is the difference organizationally as far as public health is concerned between here and China? What is the difference? It's saying China, they were like a military, they're like military. It's a dictatorship, so they can control people more. So they shut things down. Okay, this is it. Then here, they don't do it. And saying there's cities, the problem say the cities that don't do it, they continue to spread the virus. That's the problem. Is that if you do it all at once, it has a shorter life. The ones that are dragging it on are making it worse over time. So it's gonna be like it's saying it's gonna be kind of state based. The states that keep, you know what I mean. So they're gonna eventually have like they already have kind of travel restrictions from seriously guys. They have the places like Texas. They're preventing they're preventing people from traveling from New York. They're saying like you have to be on what is it called? If you go to Texas from New York or New Jersey or something, you have to be on a quarantine. Okay. So yeah, yes, I believe, guys. I believe they brought people. Okay. So okay, so that's what I mean. But guys, this I'm just saying, don't be alarmed. I'm just saying what it is, because it's saying those people are saying this is a lesson for America to think that nothing happens to you. Not true. If you don't, this is it's saying in a way this disease is actually quite simple. You have to work to get it, get rid of it. Kind of like having, think of how having a rat. If you have like stuff, don't create a situation where rats like your house. You know what I mean? Like make sure you clean, you know what I mean? You have to like have extreme hygiene measures to make sure that it goes away, and it will go away eventually. There's going to be, so that's it. That's just that. Okay. So but it's going to be over time. You know what I mean? It's in other words, it's going to pop at different times. Different states are going to pop at different times. Okay. And the ones that don't have any support, any public support, are going to have a real trouble. And that's when they're going to send other people from other countries and even from New York eventually. Okay. So okay. And it's saying here the lesson is going to be that once this is over, they're going to understand the importance of the government. They're going to understand the importance of the government and coming together, because the ones that pretended like it was no big deal, it mattered. So okay, so that's the lesson for us. Okay, now so then quickly New York okay, so just to correct, guys, the New York mayor, he said it's not that everyone could have, is that he thinks that at least half of the New York City population will be infected. Okay, is this true? But because it's not a prediction, he said it is some sort of like statistics. Okay, so is this true? They're like, no, but this is like, the high, he's like, this is the highest number. No, but they have the problem, it's saying the subway, the problem, public transportation, unfortunately, it's not, it should not even be on. It's saying, okay, this is why you're going to have this like trickle of people. Okay, so not so much. No, 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 not like that. Okay, or even I think less. You're saying less than that. But just be careful. Okay, okay. So okay, next. Now, guys. Okay, Boris. Guys, did you see this? Boris Johnson tested positive. Yesterday, I talked about Prince. I talked about Prince Charles yesterday. Okay, but I didn't see. Let's see what's going to happen to Prince Charles and Boris Johnson. What about Boris Johnson? Oh my God. Okay, guys. I don't know if you guys, what do you guys think? Okay, I have to be careful, because it's not that it's not that I don't like him. Okay, but it's not, I don't wish. This is the thing. I want to make sure that what I see is not wishful thinking or anything. I see him, and guys, I see him in a coffin, like, with a waxen face. He's in a coffin. Somebody's carrying his coffin. Like, then there's an open coffin. Okay, people go there. Okay, I'm sorry, that's what I see. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I don't have a feeling about him. Like I said, I don't like him, but I'm not, it's just, and that's what I have to figure out. Is it, that's why I'm going to use cards. Is it something that, okay, what I'm saying? Is it, can I tell you what I saw immediately? I see that Prince Charles, this sounds almost like, how do you call it? It's hard to believe, to be honest, but that Prince Charles, he recovers. I see it. I see it. I see him, like, not, how do you call it? This is weird to me. I would think that something could happen to Prince Charles, but no, I see him with a cane or something, like maybe, because the other thing, guys, they say that after this disease, you actually continue, you may have forever have breathing problems, okay? Because you can have scar in your lungs. But I just see him on with a cane, Prince Charles. Okay, there may be something like that happening to him, but no, but I do see Boris Johnson getting bad. Okay, but let's see. I'm not, like I said, guys, I don't know what you guys think. Okay. I don't know what Scott Allen, he has, I don't know if you guys who have, an intuitive informations, like if you, what you think of them. I mean, I'm not saying you will, hopefully not, but cause I see him like in the thing, like I said, I see the coffin and then I see the open coffin. Like he has the face, see the face and his eyes are closed and everything. People go, it's like a state, oh my God, state funeral. Really? Wow. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if I don't know. Is that right? Sense of balance gets out of, is that true? Sense of balance gets out of whack. Is this true? Wow. Is this true? Oh my God. Yeah, because I see him walking with a cane. I see him there, side effects. Okay. Side effects. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why. To me, it's like unusual that he's wearing a cane. He's walking with a cane. Okay, this is Prince Charles. Now, my Boris Johnson, because he's very unhealthy, Boris Johnson. Okay, I don't know if he smokes, but he doesn't. Don't, I mean, the same as Trump. So what's up with Boris Johnson? Like I said, guys, actually feel bad. Okay, honestly, I don't wish this upon him. But what is up with Boris Johnson? He has a lot of, he has a lot of energy. So he's the kind of person, he has like, he's very energetic and energized and stuff like that. Okay, but then he's like, he just has that vibe about him, like almost like a child. And then he doesn't notice when it takes, he doesn't, and it's like out of like, there's this expression about British men, okay, up in the upper class, they say the stiff upper lip, that thing. So he may be stiff upper lip about the health, but then he's like, I see him coughing, and then he doesn't realize when he takes the turn for the worse. Okay, hi Renee. So he's saying like it doesn't, he really realize when he takes the turn for the worse. Okay, so I don't know how it works. I don't know if there's a British person in the house, but if there's a problem with the prime minister, who takes over? Okay, I don't know who. Okay, but let's just see here with the cards, okay? Because I see him, he's like, oh, I'm fine, and then coughing, and it almost like asthma. You know what I mean? I don't know if he has any health issues. If he has, that's what it feels like to me, like asthma, like like he can't. It's a new. It's like a sudden thing, okay? Okay, so I don't know. I okay. But you guys have to be careful with the salt, okay? Be careful with the salts, especially if you have high blood pressure, okay? Um, okay, and do not get the thin salt. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So. Oh my God. Okay. So let's see here, Boris Johnson. Is he gonna be okay? Okay. So okay. So what's up with Boris? Oh, let's see. Boris Johnson here. Sorry, I'm gonna get the cards first, and then. Yeah, so there's like some financial issues here. Guys, it's not 100% clear, but here we have the emperor, could be Putin, could be power. You know, this is the throne person, okay? Now the moon card, guys, is not good because this is like madness, okay? And this is like not, it's something that you don't know the full story yet, okay? So it, things could change dramatically. In other words, what is today is not what's going to be next. This is society is something public and supporters, but then the cross is like something really bad happens, grief. Sometimes it means grief, okay? Then we have the bambino. This could be Trump or could be, and then you have the doctor, okay? You know, it's interesting, guys, because I feel like I always see this card in a more strategic way, not usually in meaning the doctor, but it's, in this case, I think you could even suggest that the doctor, it doesn't, whatever the doctor does doesn't work. The delirante, I mean delirious, right? This is the mob, okay, or okay, but it doesn't. Do I have the death card? No, this military attack. So okay, so is he gonna, is he gonna survive this? Okay, or what? I think it's unclear to me. Okay, the cards are so, okay. It could be, but I don't know. I don't know exactly. Okay, there's some. He has some financial issues that he may be hiding. Okay, I don't know. Not clear. Okay, so but the vision, I don't know. I would be worried about him. Okay, Boris Johnson. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so wow, it's crazy. Okay, so wow, yeah. So Scott, yeah, virus will bring William to King sooner. So yeah, so I think also the thing I see that the health of Prince Charles though gets frail. Like he looks much older after this than he does now. I do think he survives, but I don't know how much. Okay. Okay. So does anybody do have a okay? Oh, that's right. Okay. Dominic Raab would take over, okay? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I that's why I feel like things could turn. I have a much worse feeling for Boris Johnson than I have for Prince Charles. Okay, okay. And how? Okay, how did? Why did he get tested? Because somebody in his one of his ministers has it or something like that. He was, he does. Don't you think he does not look healthy to me, particularly Boris Johnson? So what will happen to the UK about this? What's going to happen to the UK government? Guys, okay, okay, this is a thing. This is kind of scary to me, but this is what I don't understand. I feel like the whole is saying kind of like the whole thing with the Brexit should not have gone through. It's almost like a curse, okay, for these people that went through with this. It should never have gone through. This was fake. This was okay, a lie. Interesting. He's not in power in 9 months, right? So he'll make it. Thinks he'll make it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So it just I see the whole thing unraveling. Okay, the whole the UK thing in like kind of unraveling. Okay, so interesting. So that's good for him. Okay. Yes, interesting. Barb is saying royals are big on health maintenance, homeopathy. Okay, they probably do better. You know what I want to say this, guys. I saw, can I tell? I didn't say it was. I feel like there's so much information, but I saw something with Prince Charles that he was taking some sort of like vitamin. Like I don't know, explain it. It's almost like they have these secret medicines for them, for the royals. I don't know what it is. It's like some sort of like very secret. Honestly, I think I don't know what it is. Okay, if it's okay, okay. So I just feel like it is something like some sort of I don't know what. It's some sort of like a growth hormone is something, guys, almost like a human, like a, you know how they have, for example, like in the military, they have these drugs for like if people are going through, it's just something like extreme. Like it's, I don't think it's the medicine for, there's no real medicine that cures it, but it's some sort of pump thing that is hard to find, okay? I don't know, explain it. It's almost like a very like a pump, you know, red blood. You know, could even be a big jolt of red blood cells or something like blood injections, very concentrated blood plasma, stuff like that. You know, it's very, you know, not regular people don't have access to this, basically. Okay, honestly, like very pure things. I don't know. You know what I mean? So okay. And I do think he's healthy, though, don't you think? Prince Charles, he looks relatively healthy for his age. He looks healthier than Camilla, even. Okay, not that Camilla looks particularly healthy, but you know what I mean. He does have a, you know, he's pretty slim, and he's like, you know, he's not right. So I think he's not a big eater or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he's not a like is okay. So okay, so so next so Kishach shared a question here. I find it hard to believe so many of our government has been exposed more than once, but they are all negative. Let's say not true, not true. No, no, no. Mm-mm. And it's I see this dominoes falling. Okay, I don't. Well, Scott, what do you think of like a dominoes? You know, do you feel like guys? This is I've been feeling this for a while, especially the Senate. Okay, I think there's not all of them falling, but a lot of them are gonna fall sick. Okay, and I think it's saying here even the whole thing with turtle, he knows it. He knows that other people have got sick. They're just not saying it, guys. This is the thing. This government is not saying who's getting sick about 9 right? So I just think there's people that are sick, like really, like a lot of, you know, because it's sort of like the statistics, guys. Think about it. 80% don't have very serious symptoms, 20% do. And if you think of like how a lot of the Republicans are older, I'm not saying, you know, there's situations where younger people get it too, but the ones, a lot of them are going to be exposed to it. The ones that survive, there's some that may die. I'm serious. I'm not saying it. Okay. Interesting. That's right. Oh, Renee saying he may be taking the blood plasma concentrate. Oh, that's right. So how interesting. That's right. That's what it is. The blood plasma concentrate. But I don't think, no, I feel like it's something more. It's some sort of like, you know, because they would have to, in the case of the royals, I think they have to know who it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just some sort of special, you know, he's in the UK and it's like, it's almost like they're superhuman. I don't know, explain it, guys. It's like some treatments that are not available for regular people, honestly. And it's in the UK, but it's like these health serums and, you know, stuff like that. I don't know exactly what, but it's something like, no. I know what you're talking about, but but the problem with blood plasma concentrate is that the blood comes from random people. Okay, I don't think they're gonna inject the royal with the random people's blood. Honestly, they just have the, I'm telling you, it's just something secret or some sort of like a youth I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just not for regular people, okay? It is not, okay? It is not the blood plasma thing, okay? Yeah, infusion, something like this, exactly, you know. You know, stuff that like Madonna does, you know what I mean? Like kind of thing, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Like those types of things, like yeah, that's right. A lot of hospitals are trying this. They're trying the blood of people who survive because they think there's the antibodies, which is probably true. But it's not, that's not what I'm talking about with Prince Charles. It's something else. It's something else. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It is some sort of thing, but it's like it's something special, okay? I don't know, okay? Girlfriend pregnant. I don't know, guys. I don't, oh, can I tell you something about the girlfriend? I think the father, that he's not the father. That's my sense. But you know, I don't like to do celebrity things like, you know, like stuff like that. I don't really care, honestly. But I see that there's some sort of security person. You know, I don't know if he's the father, to be honest. I don't know. You know, he's a real cheater, by the way. So it's not like she has whatever. he's, he's cheated on every person he's been with and stuff, like he's a real womanizer. So but I don't think he's the father, and I think the child is going to look like the father, and the father is sort of like Italian looking for some reason. Okay, the father of the child. That's my sense. I don't know what, because I see her walking with some guy, like either he's like, say, secret service, something like that, like is in the environment, this other man. And I don't think that necessarily is the, you know is the father. Like I don't think, I necessarily think he's the father. Okay, and because she's blonde, I think, but the child, like I said, look, the father is sort of Italian-esque looking. Okay, so the dark, could even, sometimes if there's Irish people that are dark, like darker, you know what I mean, talk about more Latin looking. So you know what I mean, like that's my sense. But I don't, like I said, I don't know, I don't really care personally. Interesting. My naturopath gives infusion vitamins and minerals IV. Exactly, natural, exactly, something like this. Okay, something like this. Yeah, I don't see Prince Charles getting blood of other people for some, just for some. And and it could even, I swear to God, it could even be like some sort of superstition. Even they're very careful, guys. Because they have, they're like the head of the family and stuff like that. So yeah, so there's just something, guys. I don't think he's the father of the child, of whoever the child. And I think after she has the baby, they split up. Okay, I think it's possible. Okay, now, yeah, I believe Republicans said, that's why Turtle is rushing. He knows people are sick. Okay, he knows people are sick. Okay, okay. So then, okay, so this is it. Okay, but it's, guys. Okay, then the other question I have. Okay, obviously things are getting worse for Trump. For the country, and therefore for him, he's going to think it's, how is he going to deal with things now that things, this is, guys, this is just the beginning. Okay, how, as this goes down, what happens to Trump? I'm just curious about this. Okay, I mean, we talked about it yesterday, was a big day for the reading, but today lots of little things. But what, okay, so what happens to Trump as he's like, he wants to go. Trump feels that he cannot be associated with failure, and he hates death. That's right. It's like he's telling me about the, what's his name, the guy who was his lawyer, Roy Cohn. Like Roy Cohn had a, this is reminding him of Roy Cohn and the era of AIDS. It just reminds him somehow of this. And he doesn't like sickness. He doesn't like people who are sick. It makes him very uncomfortable. He's not going to go to any hospital. Like, he doesn't want to, he wants to pretend like nothing's happening. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said yesterday, on Wednesday, right? That's what I think. Okay. But it's not impeachment. It's like they signed something. They have to go. Interesting. Yeah, that's right. So it's when they come back, okay, right? That's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what, is that right? So what's gonna happen? Guys, I still see, when I see, what was I the other day when I saw the Senate thing, I still see that they come back, but there's people missing. There's some of them are missing. So like I said, it could be that they, I don't, guys, I don't, really, like, I don't, I think there's a lot of them that are missing. They just are not there. And they're telling you Trump is not there either. We'll see. It's hard to believe, but that's what it is. He's gonna get worse because he doesn't like it. He's gonna be less and less present. And the governors, and the, oh, guys, did you see today? I watched the talk by the speech by Cuomo. It was excellent. Okay, he was really very inspiring. I was glad to hear him talk. Okay, stem cells. That's right. It could be something like this. Something like this. Okay, it's not exactly blood, exactly something that powerful. A lot of red blood cells. That's right. But like I said, for some reason they trace the people who have it. Trace the people who have it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I think he has to go because I think he gets sick. And guys, this is the thing about the 20, is that the 25th Amendment. I was remember when we looked into this, and that when do they get this automatically? When a person is sick and they have to be under anesthesia. Okay, that is a situation. This is why Trump has not gone to do surgery, because they're afraid, right? Same here, I think, but that it may be the situation. If he goes to the hospital, it has to be intubed. He's gonna have to. They're gonna have to do a 25th Amendment. Okay, okay. So that's interesting. Okay, I don't know how the Pence may also be sick. We'll see. We'll see how it is. Okay, so wow, guys, do you? I feel like today is just a little bit scattered. Okay, but okay, what's the deal with GM and the? I mean, I'm interested in how. When are we gonna get enough ventilators for people? Okay, when are we gonna have enough? What about the GM? But they're saying they're going to need more. It's not enough. GM is not enough. I would think, but they're going to need to have more industries fabricate them. They're going to need more. Like what they are making now is going to be one for just one state, because it's saying the moment people get sick, they need the ventilators. It's not an option. It's a mandatory for people who get very sick. So they're going to have to fabricate more of them. Okay. So, okay. So then next, what happens? And I think I answered this question yesterday, but I'm going to ask again: is why is he not using the Defense Act to make? He's not making money from it. That's right. He's waiting for Jared to do the procurement. Okay. Yeah. Okay. First of all, okay, this is okay. I mean, well, Rebecca, I'm gonna delete this because I'm gonna read. First of all, I don't like nothing that this is something that is being pushed. Could be, we don't know. Okay. First of all, I don't believe that he hasn't taken the test. Okay, or whether he's taken the test or not, it's not relevant. Like I don't think they're telling us the truth about anything. This could be an excuse, this is classic excuse. Oh, he has the things about the women. No, it's like a disinformation in a way or another. It's not particularly relevant. Okay, I don't know why he has or he hasn't. That's not the point. Okay, I don't think, I should not trust. I think with Trump, we're gonna see him getting sick. Okay, no, no, I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true. This is old. Actually, about a week ago, there was already this rumor or something like that. Okay. Okay. So, but not for the whole country. Is that right? I think there's something more. There's going to be more, guys. The necessity is going to be bigger. Okay. So that's right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't think it's true because, he's all full of excuses. Okay. I think it's like they're saying, no, he doesn't want, but I don't know if I don't think it's relevant. Okay, he may even have. I think he may have turned it down. Even I think it's possible he turned it down. But I think it's gonna come to a situation where he suddenly gets very sick and it's undeniable. That's what happens with this thing. It's undeniable. Okay, that's what I think. Okay. I just see more, eventually more of them make, because this is what I see, guys. There's going to be an outcry when people die. More people are going to die, a lot more people, because they didn't have ventilators. People are going to, there's going to be like whistleblowers, families talking about it. They didn't have ventilators. So they're going to realize that there wasn't enough, and that Trump didn't want to, they were like, the same thing, take easy. Oh, let's not do it. It's not, because it's expensive for the government to buy them. And they're like, oh, whatever, how they think. They're like Nazis. So eventually they're gonna need. I see it, guys. I see this because I see GM is in Detroit, right? I see it there, but there's something here. Is that California something? And then here, where would be Texas? So I think there's three companies. Three companies there. One based in Michigan, right? That's where I think GM is. Another one in either Northern California or like Washington, something like here, and that would be Northern California, and another one in Texas, in this kind of like, where is it? Is there San Antonio? I don't know. San Antonio, Ohio, something like, I don't know, Ohio. Yeah, there's several places that are gonna make like real factories, like big factories are gonna make this thing. A lot of them, guys, not more than one company eventually, because I think their need is ridiculous need for this, is a huge need for this. Okay. And so they're gonna need, like, it's telling me now that the ones that the GM's gonna make is gonna be enough just just for yeah, but still, what I'm saying, guys, GM is based in Detroit. Isn't there where their headquarters is? Detroit. Isn't that right? What it is? I don't know. I guess when I think of GM, I don't think Ohio. I think Detroit. That's what it means. Okay. Just the same way that when I think of, you know what I mean? That's why. That's what it is. So it's just, it's going to be just enough for New York. Like, think about it. All the other states are going to need it. Okay. So there's going to be a lot more. Okay. That's what I mean. It's symbolic. You know what I mean? So yeah, so there's gonna be, you know, I think they have a specs, you know, they have a specifications they need to meet. I don't know, I think a lot of these companies, they get the specs and they have to produce it for the government to approve it. I don't know exactly how it is, but it's just something, you know, the way they approve medicines, it's gonna be quick, but they have to just approve it. So because it's gonna be, the amount of people that are gonna need it is gonna be crazy. Okay, it's gonna be crazy. And so and you know, guys, I see something also kind of, you know, so sad to see it like this. It's going to be almost like a production line of humans, in the sense of like there's going to be a huge, like, where, you know how they have they have the convention center. They have the convention center, but it's going to be like the people that there are, you know, and the ventilators go to this place. There's going to be a place that only ventilate, you know what I mean? It's going to be like step by step. So they're transferred. The moment they need, they have to go to the place that only has ventilator. You know what I mean? It's interesting. Okay. It's separating the people that, like, for different stages. Okay. It's going to be that intense. So, okay. So yeah, like a big school, like schools or factories or something, like where people are going to be housed. Okay. It's like I see like all these beds with ventilators, hundreds of them. Okay. So, oh, you know, they're saying they're also going to put, have you seen these beds? It's kind of scary. You know how they have the baby beds when the babies are born, they have something, they have to be in the hospital, they have the tiny plexiglass ones. They're going to have those ones, but for adults, like that too, so that, you know, they don't it's crazy. Okay. But it's also high ceilings, which may be a good thing for this. Okay. So oh my God, it's crazy, guys. Okay. So that's it. So they're going to realize that they're going to need this kind of like, how do you say it? Like almost like a secondary hospital just for this. Just for this. It's, they're going to need these hospitals. Like I said, they're just going to be it's like almost like an incubator center. Welcome to incubator center. Like, that's it. They're going to be sent specifically to these things. And they're not even going to have, you know, it's going to be separate. Like they're going to come to the hospital, assess what stage they're in, and they're going to send to the thing. Okay. So it's going to be like a huge thing. Okay. So the problem, like one of the reasons why it's like spreading is like there's no place to put them. So okay, so it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Okay, so any oh okay, okay, guys, I apologize for my scattering today. But you know, I had all these questions. I hope it was helpful because I had so many questions. It answered the questions. Okay, so any more questions? Any more questions about this whole situation? Oh, what about um the package? Guys, I see that this is just the first one that happened to you know, a couple of days ago. It's not enough. Okay, this package, whatever you call it, $1,200. That's it. No, it's not enough. Okay, for people that, you know what I mean. So okay, so there's gonna be 3 or 4 more, I'd say, until the summer. Okay, and it's going to say like once things go back, once this stuff kind of like they have more control over this. But it's saying they're going to have to not build to kind of outfit hospitals, you know, field hospitals like they're doing here all over the US with all these think about it, thousands, more than 1 million. It's saying there's going to be more than 1 million respirators. Okay, interesting. The longer they are on ventilators, the less. But still, but Jeffy, from my perspective, that's what I was telling you. From my perspective, when I did the treatment for people who have it, is they need the ventilators. It's not optional. Okay, I'm sure they don't need it. It's like, it's that if they go through the deep thing, they need a ventilator to help them to breathe. If they don't have it, they die. So, you know, even if it's like, it's not to say, it's not they're going to have this forever, but it doesn't make sense. Like, what I want to say is that they need it. Like, without it, they can't breathe. I'm telling you, there's no emotion, the motion to breathe, it doesn't happen. So if they don't have it, they die. Okay, so you know what I mean? But still they need it, even if it's just for a few days. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is very important. This is when I felt that, guys, this is what is so scary. Imagine you can't breathe, you don't have the strength to breathe, you die. That's what happens. They need a mechanical assistance for breathing until the body fights this thing. Okay, and I don't know how long it is going to take, but it's, you know, this statement to say, oh, how the longer they are on ventilators, the worse it is. But it's better to have a ventilator than to die, because 20% of the people, 20% of the people, guys, need a ventilator. And out of those, a lot of them, oh yeah, 30 days, that's right, they die. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense after a while. But what I'm saying is that as this whole thing is happening, they can recover. You know who will recover, guys, who's going home, is the husband of Amy Klobuchar. This is good, you know, good news. Husband of Amy Klobuchar. So you see what I'm saying? Like, people can recover, but when they're having this attack, when they're having this attack, they need to be put on ventilators. That's what I'm telling you. I cannot emphasize enough, because I felt it. I know what it feels like. It's like, you know, um, they just have it. Okay, so. No, I think it's I don't guys, I don't think that, okay, this is a good question. I don't think you develop it. Let's say you were exposed to it. If you don't catch it, I think you're sort of okay. So, okay, so let's see here. Okay, let me just ask this question. Let's say I was exposed to it and I have it, I caught it. Okay, if I don't develop it within 21 days, if I don't develop it, can it develop later or no? What happens? This is a good question, interesting question. Okay. No, it's saying that it's okay. If you don't develop the symptoms, you're okay. It's not going to happen, because it's telling me here that it's a little bit like, for example, this is why the other day I said the thing about peanut allergies. The problem is for the people who develop the strong symptom is that the body is fighting it hard. And that it's almost like the response of the body is as bad as the infection itself, because for the reasons I explained, because the infection happens on the skin cells that themselves have water in it. If the skin cells pop, then you fill water, you know, you can't, the oxygen doesn't go in. But what I'm saying is that if the body doesn't react very strongly, it means it goes through, it's like it has the antibody situation worked. If not, then that's when you have a problem. Okay, that's what we're saying. So in other words, it's not going to live there. It's not going to suddenly, you know, because it fights. Okay, so does it stay? Can it get worse? What happens over time? No, it's like a, you know, it's like a once, it's some sort of flu that you caught and it's over. You know, it's interesting. You know, it's saying the viruses. The virus. Oh, very interesting. This is true. Okay, viruses is like, you know, it's like a match. If it catches on, it has a period. You know, it's also like a. It's not that there's a period of fighting. Okay, that it fights for a certain time and then it goes away. It doesn't, if it doesn't catch on, because the thing is about viruses, guys, is that it needs to get into a cell in order to survive. It does not live on, it's not a bacteria or like a parasite. It needs to get to hold on to a cell in order to survive. If it doesn't hold on to a cell, it won't survive. It just goes through the body. Okay, you've been exposed to it, it's going to show in tests, but it's okay. No. No, but it's saying, have you heard something specific about types? No. No, because it's saying people are unhealthy. It's like, it's easy to see, you know, it's kind of the same, you know, it could be, for example, like say, you know, it's kind of saying this is a bit like hokey, because it's saying, for example, you know, that they have those body types, endomorph, mesomorph, like I am like pear shape, for example. You could argue that people that are pear shape, they're pear shape or the apple shape. You know, they say, oh, if you're apple shape, you're gonna have heart disease because you have more internal fat. If you get fat, you know what I mean? So yeah, you could make the argument, but it's very like, it's very like, I don't know. You don't know what I mean? It's not even a stereotype. It's like it's too broad. It's too broad. Okay. It's too broad. And it's saying no, it's not about the blood, it's about the lung. Okay. It's complicated. It's not. In other words, no. The blood type is even if there's a sort of, but it's very minimal. Is the fact those people have, it's saying asthma people and all kinds of, there's different things. Okay. But it's not, no. So no, don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Oh, interesting question. Are asymptomatic carriers? This is interesting. They call it testing positive in our, and this is an interesting question. Okay, so for in this case of patients in China, anywhere, let's say a person tests positive, then recovers and tests negative. Okay, and then okay, and then what happens? Are they can they transmit to people? This is an interest. Let me just ask this: can they transmit to people later on? Let me pause this and then and answer something that Scott is saying. I just the reason why, guys, I don't want to another repeat the thing about the blood type is because people believe in conspiracy theory or like very how do you say it, like broad strokes. Okay, it's sort of like broad strokes, but then it's like because the problem is like how it is, the people the same thing with the malaria drug the other day. People are like, oh yeah, this malaria drug is works, so then they don't put the mask on, they don't. So the idea is really try to protect yourself, and whatever it may be, if you have some sort of positive odds, forget about it because you don't want to try it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm a male, I have type A blood or whatever, or whatever, type O or something. And it's like, well, and then it's because how it is, like a lot of times people, low information people, read those types of things and they think, oh, I have type O, I'm fine, I don't need the mask. So that's it, and they catch it. So don't avoid at all costs being exposed to it. That's what I'm saying. Now, going back to Rebecca's point, if a person recovers from it, they are asymptomatic, what happens? Can they transmit to other people? Can you catch it from them? No. Interesting, because it's saying, it's kind of interesting, kind of an interesting image. It's saying that there's like this, so it's like there's a police inside of your body that took over them. So there's something that changes, that creates some sort of mutation. I don't know how to explain it, but it's saying no, it's not dangerous. It's saying there's something. It's if it's it's like this something about activated mode of the disease. It's not that they have to show symptoms, but they have to be activated. If they are living or activated, then they are dangerous. If they're no longer activated, even if they show in a test, they are not dangerous. And it's giving me as an example. Okay, I'm going to give you an example, guys. This is a pretty interesting example. So when I moved to the US, okay, um, so when I moved to the US, I forgot why there was a test. It was some sort of like, it's a test they do all the time at the doctor. I think it's tuberculosis thing. They put something in your arm, okay? And mine was positive because I grew up in Brazil, and I guess in Brazil there exists like tuberculosis. So mine tested positive, okay? Like my thing. I don't have tuberculosis. I never had tuberculosis, but they're like really scared. And in Brazil, they're like, yeah, a lot of people complain about it when you travel abroad. Brazilians have this, but we don't. I'm not transmitting tuberculosis to anybody, but I was exposed to it. But my system won. Does it make sense? So it's a mild difference, but it's a difference. Okay. Yeah, you should, guys. We should all assume that we are at risk. You know what I mean? Like this is how we should. It's kind of like it's like people. This is not as bad, but it's sort of like if you say this to people, then it's for example, it's kind of like not the AIDS. The AIDS is of course much worse, but it's sort of like because you were a woman in the early days of AIDS, you think, oh yeah, I'm not at risk, or like it's men that get it or something. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So, so does it make sense? So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't explain it. It's just like, okay, it's just, That's assume that everybody's at risk. Okay, so avoid it just because you don't want to catch it. Now Barbara said, can you leave us with something hopeful? I'm very scared. Okay, so I have to say this, guys, I'm not a fear monger. I told you what I say, but it's your responsibility to find things to do, to enjoy life, to do something else, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you, things are gonna get better after this. Things are gonna get better after this. But am I gonna sugarcoat it? No, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is scary. Try. You have so what, instead of like freaking out and feeling scared right now, put a mask. Go watch videos about how to clean better when you come from, you know what I mean? Because I think it's like, it doesn't make sense. The situation is what it is. It is a scary situation. It is a difficult situation. And I'm not going to tell that there's no magical thinking to get us out of this like so easily. But once it gets better, it's going to get a lot better. But because I think a lot of guys, we have this tendency to think, oh, there's just like Trump, oh, there's a magical pill. No, there's no magical pill. There is no magical pill for this. There is no easy solution. Okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. Binaural beats, but I think the best thing is to not listen to the news very much. So find something that you like doing and do it. Okay. I think this is it. Or do something for other people. Sew masks for someone else. Do something like this, because fear is like, it's your responsibility too. Honestly, I think this is, you have to be almost like I call it, like a fear hygiene. Okay. Fear hygiene, because it is a situation that is like, even me, you saw me today. I went to the trader, I got scared. Okay. But you have to like deal with it. Like, what do? I wear a mask now. I have to wear gloves. I have to clean. I have to do this. Everything else is like, you know, yeah, magical pill. It's like, exactly. There's no magical pill for anything, and the situation is scary. That is what it is. Okay, so you can help. I think, guys. This is another thing. I even felt guilty. I was like, should I become a volunteer? They were saying they want volunteers. They were saying they want. I was like, should I go volunteer? Should I go volunteer over there to like help something? I was like, maybe, and can I tell you, my sense was like, no, I don't want to volunteer, because I feel like I'm helping people already in my own way. Okay. And I don't think that this is not for me necessarily to go out on the streets and work in like sort of like, I don't know where I would do that. Okay. Fire says, I don't know what I would do, but it's not for me. It's too much, I think, for me at this moment to volunteer in something at this right now at this moment. Maybe later I'll change my mind. So it's like, like I said, either you're going to help somebody else but the most important thing that I want to say is to feel secure. Create security for yourself, create rituals for yourself. This is what I think. Rituals are great. Do things that are fun for yourself, like watch funny things, movies. So make a quilt. Make a quilt for people. Make a quilt for people. Guys, seriously, let's talk about the healthcare people, the nurses. Like, think about them. If it's scary to us, think about them. Think about them, guys. Think about them. I can't even think about it. When I think about it, I'm like, whoa. So we don't, I almost feel like I don't have the right to be scared. I really don't. I really don't have the right to be scared, because, but as far as you have to take care of yourself. That's your job. You know what I mean? So, so, so that's what I think. Okay, guys, that's right. Can I tell you? It was like on the news today. Oh my God, it's been 2 hours. Can you believe it? I'm sorry if it's like chatter. Okay, I should warn you, the people that are watching, like they're here forever. It's too long, I know. But like, so the news was like 300 people, like 200 something people, and NYPD people are hospitalized, I think. I don't even know, guys. It was something like that. Some of them are sick. I don't know. It was like guys, I was scared. Okay, it was a huge number. You know, it was a huge number of people that are sick. Very big. It was something like, oh, it was like okay, let's just say Let me just look here. NYPD, Corona. Coronavirus, okay. 500, look at this, guys, 2 hours ago. 500 NYPD members test positive. 500. I don't even know the full number of people, like, think about it. And it was a custodian person who got it for exact 500 people. It's a lot of people. And there's a lot more of them who are like the out sick. So that's a lot. I don't know how many. Okay. What's the total number? Okay, okay, let's see here. Total officers. Okay, let's see. Wow. Authorized uniforms is 38,400 something. So guys, that's more than 10%. That's more than, but it's saying just uniform. Okay, but there's like auxiliary police, but it was like the uniform. I didn't tell me if it was like full uniform, but that's a lot of people. That's more than 10%. That's 15% or something. Okay. Wow. Can you believe it? It's a lot of people, guys. And that's just the NYPD. They're talking about also the fire department. They have a lot of numbers, like crazy. You know what I mean? It's they're saying like they're some of them are saying it reminds me of 9/11. I guess the doctors are saying like 9/11 we had preparation, but nobody came. They all died. This is creepy, but it's true. You know, 9/11, most people died right away. Okay. So they, you know, there was no bodies, right? Wow. Oh, and this is what I was going to say, guys. They're saying that the local news here is saying that this is the highest number. No, it's not one. No, if it's oh, that's right. It's 1%. Sorry, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, math. Somebody problems. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thank. Problems. I had problems. So 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 anyway, guys. So anyway, so they were saying that they get more calls from 911 than doing 9/11. Can you believe it? Think about it. More calls for 9/11, you know, okay? Think about it, how bad it is. More calls, it's a lot. So that's why those people are on the front line, okay? So, oh my God. So this is the guys, okay? My God, 9 o'clock, we should watch Rachel, huh? So this is the story, okay, guys? So that's the story. All right. And so it is what it is, right? So okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go and I'll see you on Monday, okay? If not, okay. I don't think we need something on the weekend necessarily, but I'll tell you how maybe I can go to Trader Joe's tomorrow. Who knows? It's crazy, no? It's crazy. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Okay. So, all right, guys. So have a good night, okay? Have a good night. Wow. Okay, bye. Bye, guys. Okay. Bye. Yes, I have to. I'm gonna watch the grocery video. Thank you. I will. Oh,